Okay, it looks like we are live. I'm just going to test a few things. Make sure. Okay, let me check and see that we are live on my YouTube channel. Okay, let me check and see that we are live on my YouTube channel. Okay, let me check. Let me know if you can hear me. Leave a comment below. Let me know if you can hear me. Leave a comment below. So that is sounding good. I'm just going to mute that video right there. How is everyone doing? It has been a few days. Ellington Lover, I can hear you perfect. Does the audio sound okay? Does the video look okay? Let me know. We've been streamlining a few things, testing different software functions. Whenever I am creating my music, or if I am filming a pre-recorded video, it's actually very easy. And I do all the EQ and I go through and I master and mix everything and everything's just fine. But it's when I'm doing a live video lesson, sometimes I've been trying to stream at a higher def, higher resolution. 1080 is good. I've been sometimes trying to go higher, but when you do that, sometimes the vocals, the audio gets out of sync with the video. And many times I have an iMac and it's very, very fast. We have a lot of RAM. We have a lot of, it's a workhorse machine. But sometimes what I can do on this machine, when someone else is pulling up on their phone or their tablet, it doesn't always sync up. So hopefully it's working for you. On my phone, I pulled it up and it sounds just fine. So let me know what you guys would like to learn this week. I'm only going to be doing these live video lessons for about 2 more weeks. And then in January, we're going to start doing a monthly membership program here on YouTube that people can subscribe and they can pay a monthly payment. And we have different packages for video lessons that I'm going to be doing. But leave a comment below. Let me know where you live. Let me know what you would like to learn. Like this video, share it with family and friends. If you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, I'd love to have you subscribe to my YouTube channel. It is youtube.com/Jerald Simon, JeraldSimon. In today's lesson, I am actually going to do what was recommended by one of our YouTube subscribers, Al Nye. Let's see, Ellington, there's still a slight lag with lip sync, but it's much improved. Yeah. And I apologize about that. It may be a slight lag, and it may be with the internet connection as well. So I apologize. But we're going to, I'm going to teach you the Christmas song, Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire, by Mel Torme and Robert Wells. And I do not have it in fake book format. I actually have it in this book. I have a lot of music. So this is Christmas songs, and this is a budget book. I'll leave a link below where you can purchase this, but this music is written out. I'm going to show you just the right-hand melody, and then we're going to go through and I'm going to teach you how you can embellish. I'll play a little of what is written out, but I'm going to teach you how you can embellish the right-hand melody and play around with it. Let me go to the overhead view. Okay. So in the Christmas song, Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire, this was requested by Al Nye, one of our YouTube subscribers. And what I want to do, I could not find the fake music for it. I guess you can find it online if you just look for it. This is in the key of E flat major. we have 3 flats. We have B flat, E flat, and A flat. We're in the key of E flat major. Now, the melody, let me just play the melody for you. E flat, C, B flat, A flat, G, F, E flat. Sorry, I need to turn the page. Now this is what the melody is doing. E flat, F, E flat, F, G, B flat, C, D, C, B flat, G, C, B flat, A flat, D, E flat. So that first little part, we're just going to look just at that much. Now, as I'm playing this, I can start to embellish. Now, as I'm playing this, let me show you what I'm doing. Since it starts with an E flat, we're going to start with an E flat chord. Now, technically, it's written as an E flat sixth, which is E flat, G, B flat, C. See that right there? So as we play this, I'm just going to do an E flat octave interval with my left hand. And then it says a B flat seventh chord. B flat major seventh is B flat, D, F, A. That is my B flat major seventh chord. To play a B flat seventh chord, I'm going to play B flat, D, F, A flat. That is my B flat seventh chord. So watch, if I'm playing this, I can have E flat sixth to a B flat seventh to an E flat sixth to a B flat. It says a B flat 9 chord, which is where we add in that C right there. Because from B flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 would be the C. Well, to begin with, just play the octave interval, start with E flat, and then go to B flat. Don't worry about the 6th or the 7th. See how we're doing that? Now I'm going to go to a C, and then I'll go to an A flat, and then it says E flat slash B flat. That means that the right hand is playing an E flat chord, but we've inverted it where we have a B flat on the bottom. So I'm going to play the B flat with my left hand, and the right hand can play the E flat chord. Now it says A minor seventh. Technically, a major seventh looks like this. A, C sharp, E, G sharp. If I do an A seventh chord, I have A, C sharp, E, G is an A seventh. A minor seventh would be A, C, E, G. So I'm going to keep this G here with the C, and play that. And then it goes to a G chord. Now watch this right here. We're playing the G. The right hand is playing D flat, C flat, B flat, A flat, B flat. The left hand can just play an A flat, and then go to a D flat, and then go to a G flat. I'm going to play just that much again. Now we have the A minor. Oh, sorry, A. No wonder it sounded weird. A. And then we go to G. And then back to B flat. Then back to E flat. Now we can start to add chords with the right hand. Remember how I said it has an E flat 6th chord? I could do an E flat 6 with the right hand, and then do a B flat 7th. See, I can do the chord below the melody. My right hand is just playing the melody with my pinky, and I can add the chords below. Now, my left hand, I can just play the octave interval. Now, with my left hand, I can play this, or I can start to embellish and do different left hand patterns. What if we did an octave? We took an octave chord, major octave chord, and we broke it apart. Now, my left hand, I was primarily doing an octave chord that was breaking apart, but I did throw in 1, 5, 8, 9, 10 here and there. Going up. Now, we only have the 3 flats, B flat, E flat, and A flat. So as I'm following this, I can start with E flat and do 1, 5, 8, 9, 10 if I want, and then go to B flat, then go back to E flat, then go back to B flat, but I'm doing 1, 5, 8, 9, 10 as I'm walking up. You could start to change the rhythm. Now, if you're playing with a group, of course, you would probably play this and you'd have other musicians playing along, playing different parts, different, patterns, different rhythms. But right now, we're just talking about trying to get the melody down. If you play by ear, just know we're in the key of E flat major. We have 3 flats, B flat, E flat, A flat. The rest will be the white keys. And then try to sing or hum. Many times when I'm teaching students how to play by ear, I will say, first figure out what the key signature is. Once you know what the key signature is, then figure out the melody. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos, everybody knows. So I'm humming the melody to help me play. And then once I know the melody, I need to figure out the chord progression. Don't worry about if it has a sixth or a seventh or a ninth, or just worry about the basic chord. E flat to B flat to E flat to B flat, back to E flat. Guess what? We're really only using 2 chords back and forth until we introduce an A flat, and then we do a C minor, and then we go back to the A flat, we go to a B flat, and then we do have an A right there, the A minor, and technically it's an A minor 7th, but we're just going to think of it like an A minor, and then we go to a D 7th. So technically we're starting off with just with E flat, B flat, and A flat. E flat, B flat, E flat, B flat, E flat. Stay on the E flat, but you can add the 9th. A flat. Now this has an A flat 7th. Then we go to a G7 sharp the 5th. Don't worry about that, okay? And then we do a C minor, A flat, E flat, A minor 7th, D 7th. Then we do a G. Then we go back to the A flat. And then we go to a G flat, B flat, see, what we're doing is we're trying to create, as we are playing the Christmas song, see how I'm just embellishing this. We could start to change this part. Watch. Here we have E flat, D, E flat, D flat, C, B flat, A natural, B flat, E flat, D natural, E flat, B flat, D flat, C, D flat, C, D flat, C, B flat, A flat, B flat, E flat, D flat, E flat, C flat, B flat, C flat, B flat, A flat, G flat, A flat, G flat, A flat, G flat, F, 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 F. We just stay on that F, okay? That's where we're doing if reindeer really know how to fly. And then we go to the G, and so I'm offering this simple phrase. So we're following that pattern. We are trying to add the chords as we are playing. If you play by ear, first figure out the melody, the melodic line. Once you figure out the melody, then add the chords. And what we're doing is we're trying to put them all together. Then we can start to change styles. When we get to, on this second page here, where they say they know that Santa, they know that. Now, for fun, what if I took that section and instead of just doing the octave chords like I was doing, instead of doing that, what if we started doing, and we start doing a whole half-half walking bass pattern? And we've done this before in previous demonstrations. If I'm starting on C, a whole half-half would be from C to D would be a whole step. From D to E flat would be half a step. From E flat to E natural would be another half step. It's called a whole half-half walking bass pattern. And I can start anywhere. I can start on E flat. Now again, once we start getting into the flats, you just have to follow the pattern. Think whole step. So from E flat to E natural is a half step. So if I go from E flat to F, that's a whole step. Then I have my half step and half step. And then here I can go from A flat to B flat is a whole step. B flat to B natural is a half step. B natural to C is a half step. So if I do that, oh, actually we start on B flat, sorry. I start on E flat. Well, we'll do that in a second. If we start on B flat, we can go from the B flat, whole step, half step, to the E flat. So now we have, and then we'll get to the E flat when we're doing this. And then we went to the A flat right there. And then I can go to the D flat from my A flat. And the nice thing is they follow these chords perfectly with this jazz pattern. Because we're going from B flat to E flat and then back to B flat to E flat. Well, there's my whole half-half. And then when I go to A flat, in the music, it actually goes from an A flat chord where you have sleigh, and then we stay on that A flat, and then it goes to D flat. So we follow the pattern perfectly. We just have to remember whole half-half. And you can play around with this pattern. You can change the rhythm. See how I'm doing this left-hand pattern? Bum, 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 bum. And we can follow that pattern and play around with the way we want the sound. If you don't want to do that pattern, you can just change the rhythm with the octave chords. Now, I'm changing rhythmically what I'm doing. I could embellish it and do a very, classical, new age-ish style. So you can change it whatever style you want, and that's what is so fun. Let's see, hold on, let me come back over here to the front view. Okay, so, all right, let's see. Murphy the Clown, hey, you've got the stereo. Yes, so we had some settings that were off in the previous one when you had left that comment. I go through and do all the EQ and the mixing and the mastering for all of my albums and my videos that I pre-record. When you pre-record and then you can go back and mix and master and everything, it's perfect. When I'm doing these live streams, it's a little more complicated, many times because when I'm trying to stream at a higher quality, 1080 is great, but I've been trying to stream at higher than 1080, and many times on other ends, it compresses the audio, and what happens is we don't have the stereo. So in previous videos, we did not have stereo, the surround with both. So we do with this one. Hopefully the audio is better. It still is not as great, and I've enhanced some of the EQ and the mixing. Part of the problem is my vocals with my voice is actually quite quiet. I almost need a microphone when I speak because I'm soft-spoken. Dude, totally more complicated. Much more complicated. I know. When you're live streaming, it is so much more complicated. It's insane. It's weird. So when you get all these things, and we have different cameras and different things, but it's improving. So definitely better, man. Appreciate what you do. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hopefully this video has helped. When you're taking any song, and right now we're doing, of course, the Christmas song, Mel Torme, but anytime you start embellishing and adding and changing what is happening with the left hand, you can do different styles, you can do different sounds. And that is what I'm trying to help everyone understand. I'd love to have everyone be able to take the same song and be able to play it 100 different ways, as I talk about in my book, 100 Left-Hand Patterns. And the whole reason why I wrote that book is to teach 100 different left-hand patterns, and then how you can take the same song and you can play it in different styles. That's why when I show these different pieces, like what we're doing right now, I'm showing you how to kind of jazz it up. I'm showing you how to do it in kind of a new age classical style, just to give you a few. Obviously, we don't have time for 100 different ways, but just to give you a few ideas on how you can change and adapt, and you can take any song you want to learn how to play, and you can play around with it. I always tell students that being able to read what is written down on the paper, the sheet music, is wonderful. But that, for me, is not the end-all, be-all. That is not the final destination. I tell students, I want students to be able to play what is written there, and I would love to have you be able to play everything that is written out and notated, but then I want you to be able to play around with it. Change keys, change styles, arrange it any way you want, then start to compose and create music of your own. And that can be a challenge for others. I'd like to end, I'm going to go back to the overhead view. Okay. So with this overhead view, what I'm going to do is actually go into this book just for a minute. And what I want to do within this book, I want to show you how you can take something like Angels We Have Heard on High. This is on page 65 from my 100 Left-Hand Patterns book. And I will show you kind of an arrangement that I did with it, and you can watch that arrangement. But let me show you this quickly. We're going to take Angels We Have Heard on High, and I'm just going to show you the melody and then how we can embellish it. So in the book, it is written out where we just have E, 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 G, G, F, E, E, G, sorry, E, D, E, G, E, D, C. And then we go up, E, 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 G, G, F, E. Now, as we start adding, we can add just the octave interval. I'm going to add C, and then go to E, and then go to F, and then C. C, G, C, G, C, C, E, F, C, C, G, C, G, C, C, F, D, G, A, F, G, C, D, C, F, C, G, and I'm just calling out what my left hand is playing, not what the right hand melody is playing. C, F, D, G, A, F, G, C, D, C, F, C, G, C. So that is what I'm playing, just doing an octave interval with my left hand. With the right hand, I can start playing the chord below the melody. So you can learn you learn the music as is first. So for me, I was classically trained. So I learned how to read music long before I learned how to embellish and play by ear. So for me personally, and that's why with all of my music that I compose and I create, I write out the full score for all of the music, for all of the instruments and instrumentation, because I learned how to read before I learned how to improvise and play around and play by ear. So if you can read, I would recommend learning how to play it as it is first, and then you can embellish and play around. You know, I've had piano students in the past that we've worked on classical pieces. And we play the music exactly as it is written, like Moonlight Sonata, and then we can embellish. You know, and I'm just using a classical piece because I was talked about being classically trained. You know, same thing with Fur-Elise. And once you can play it as it is, then you can play around. I mean, you can really do a lot with it. So, I mean, so many different styles. Let's see, using your video to learn sight reading. By the way, fake books is in my shopping cart. Great stuff. Good, very good. I love to read music as it is. and I love to read everything that is written, but I always like to embellish. Even what is written, and it's so funny because even my own music, songs that I have composed, I have, hymn arrangement albums that I have come out with of well-known and well-loved hymns. And it's funny because I will go through and I will embellish and I will write out the entire hymn arrangement. But then if I go to perform it somewhere, someone will ask if I can play what I recorded on the album. And I will tell them if I have my sheet music with me and I read exactly what is written, then I will play that as it is written. If not, I'm going to arrange my own arrangement, and it's going to sound completely different than what you heard because I will embellish what I had previously embellished. So I'm always adding and embellishing, and I think it's wonderful to do. But if you can read the music, try reading it first, and then take from the music what you see and start to play around with it. With Angels We Have Heard on High, if I can read the music, then I'm going to read what is there. Then I can start to play around. What if I wanted to do modal jazz, where I did seventh chords? And in the previous videos, we've talked about the modes: Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, Locrian, back to Ionian. Well, modal jazz is characterized by playing the modes and improvising with the modes while you're doing primarily seventh chords. And we're playing around with the modes. Well, we could take Angels We Have Heard on High, and see, I'm kind of playing around with it, but I'm using these seventh chords with my left hand as I'm going up and down. And you could start to do the seventh chords with the right hand below the melody. More of a slower, as if you were in a restaurant listening to someone play modal jazz type. I'm doing seventh chords, and I'm really doing these seventh chords created from the C major scale, but I'm doing them either in root position, first inversion, second inversion, or third inversion, and I'm putting them below the melody. There's a C major seventh below the melody. And this is a very good exercise to try. So as I'm doing this, my left hand is just playing the octave of what the chord is, the root. C, D, C, F. And my right hand is playing that seventh chord in whatever inversion. There's a D minor seventh, C major seventh. There's an F sixth, or I could use an F seventh. I just fell into the F6, sorry. F seventh, major seventh. There's my C major seventh. There's my G dominant seventh. C major seventh, F major seventh, D minor seventh, G. Now here I could do a G sixth, or a G7th, I'm going to do a G6 in this instance. It's in the first inversion because I'm playing an F right after as I'm coming down. And if I have an F already, then it's going to sound a little weird. So sometimes you have to think about that. So I'll do a G6, then I'll play an F, and then I'll do a C major 7th / A. Then I'll do an F. I'm going to do an F 6th, same reason, because I'm going to play an E right after. There's my G7th, C major 7th, D minor 7th, C major 7th, F major 7th, C major 7th, G dominant 7th, C major 7th, but see how we're doing that? Okay, there we go. We lost it just for a second. Oh, wait a second. Let's see. Good noodling, fascinating. Thank you. I love to noodle. It's fun to play around and just noodle, and part of it is learning to get your chords where you know your chords in root position, first inversion, second inversion, third inversion when you have 4 notes in a chord in all of the different inversions, and then how to quickly go from one chord to the next. So if that makes sense. Let's see. Denise, your modes and scales book is only on PDF. Yes. So my modes and scales book is only on PDF. I'm actually in the process of redoing that book and coming out with a different edition of that book, and that will go into the course. For those who have the course, you'll get that as well, but I'm redoing that book as well. So we're going to change quite a bit about the modes with that book. Ellington Lover, it's all in the Essential Piano Exercise every piano player should know, and the link below. Yes, she's correct. Good job, Ellie. Thank you. Better still, buy his course and you get video lessons of all the contents of each of his books and the PDFs. Well, thank you, Ellington Lover. That is correct. So, and I am still, every week I add new videos, and I'm continually adding new videos within the course, but there are a lot of videos in there. And you have lifetime access to the course, so you get all the PDFs, plus you get to watch the videos. Just received them. Oh, Denise, perfect. It does, thanks. Good, hopefully that helps. But again, it's taking the theory, and I always refer to it as it's the practical application of music theory. So let me come over here. It's the practical application of the music theory. And that's what I'm trying to help people understand, because many times we have music theory on one side, and then we have the playing and performing on the other. I want to bridge that gap and help you understand this is the theory and this is how we use it. Sometimes I refer to it as the practical application of music. Sometimes I talk about fake book fundamentals or piano fundamentals, emphasis on the word fun, where we learn how to actually take this music theory and we have fun with it. Sometimes music theory has become a curse word, unfortunately, because they hear and say, oh, you know, I don't want to learn my scales or chords. But when you learn your scales and chords, you get freedom because you can actually do more because you understand the circle of fifths, the cycle of fourths. You understand the key signatures, you understand the chords, and you understand what you can do and how you can combine different notes together, and you have so much more freedom. So hopefully that will help explain a little bit. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to end today with a poem from my book, Poetry That Motivates. I always like to end these with a little motivational, inspirational thought. So let me read. This is titled The Sorrow and the Pain, and it's from my book, Poetry That Motivates. When I'm not doing music, I like to write poetry on the side. So I have a few poetry books that I have come out with. I have 2 more I'm coming out with in next year, actually. But let me read this. This is The Sorrow and the Pain. The sorrow and the pain, the love and disdain, the sadness and gladness, the embarrassment and shame, the positives and the negatives, the highs and the lows, the good times and the bad times, the fasts and the slows. Everyone has their ups and everyone has their downs. It's all a part of everyone's life, to live with the smiles and also the frowns. So we all have good days, we all have bad days, but hopefully today will be a good day. Do your best and continually strive to be better, to do better today than you did yesterday. That's all we can ask. That's all anyone can ask of anyone else. So if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, subscribe. It's youtube.com/Jerald Simon. Give this video a thumbs up, like it, share it with family and friends. If you know anyone else who would like to learn more about these daily videos that I'm coming out with on my YouTube channel, share my channel with them. You can share one of my previous videos. I'm doing these live video lessons just for a few more weeks, and then we're going to, in the new year, 2021, we're going to have a YouTube membership program within YouTube that those who have a membership will actually be able to continue watching these videos. We'll have different packages, like a $3 per month or a $20 per month package, but it'll be fun lessons. And I wanted to do this where essentially, I think the highest package is $24.99 for the month, and that's less than you can pay for one 30-minute lesson. And I want to give access to all of these videos and teach so much, and I wanted to make it affordable to everyone where they could watch anywhere in the world. But if you have not checked out my Essential Piano Exercise course, you can go to essentialpianoexercises.com to learn more about that. Within the course, you can actually get all of my books as PDF downloads. I have 27 music books, and then I'm adding video lessons for all of the books. So I have a lot of videos in there. We have new books that I'm coming out with. I'm finishing this week Essential Jazz Piano Exercises, the book, and then I'll start filming those videos, and those will be uploaded within the course. So later this week, I'm going to actually talk about Essential Jazz Piano Exercises, and that is part of the Essential Piano Exercise course. And then next spring, I'm coming out with Essential New Age Piano Exercises, and that will be added to the course. And then I'm coming out with Essential Pop Piano Exercises, Essential Rock Piano Exercises, and all of those will be added within the course. So I'm excited and can't wait for those to come out as well. Patreon. Yes, I'm setting that up, and I'll tell you more about the Patreon. We don't have that right now, but we do have something similar to that, and it's like Patreon with the membership that we're doing. So I'll explain more as we get closer to that. But hopefully this helps. Leave a comment below and let me know what you would like to learn in these video lessons that I'm doing, because I create these video lessons for you. As many of you have seen, when you leave a comment, I will say, oh, I love that. We will add that, and I will film that tomorrow or within a few days. So leave a comment. let me know what you would like to learn, and then we will start to do those lessons. But I appreciate it. Hope you guys have a great day. See you. Bye.